All right, we're going to bring it back into hour 3. TableStory Ascendance. Thanks, guys, again for being here. And
Yay!
we'll bring it right back.
Take it back.
As you guys are doing your respective hiding. Jody under the table, Fora just out in the open. Igor leans into you, Fora, and says, my friend, why? Have you brought these guards, my friend? Do I need to hide the bench? Have they come? Do they know about owner? Do they know?
Is Igor speaking to me in earshot of the guards, or?
He's being like quietish about it. He's kind of like leaned into you.
As quiet as Igor gets.
Why is it? Fora's gonna respond just gonna respond honestly. We might be in a bit of trouble, Igor.
Okay. What can Igor do for you? What can we do? Should I call Vench for ale? Do you think ale, or do you need to get out? Do you have to get out of Igor's tavern or out of city? Tell me.
Well,
Is Jody within earshot of all this?
Give me a perception check. And you hear in the back just, oh, looks good. Next, go back to your tables. Next. You see you, Jody, like looking. You can kind of see the line starting to thin out.
we are looking for shelter. I do have a couple gold coins.
Okay. And yeah, Jody, you can kind of hear like Igor's, not so quiet whispers, but the guards are like definitely preoccupied.
And Fora just keeps, telling him we are a group of 3.
Yes.
So 3 gold coins.
Okay.
If you will shelter us.
Yes. Okay. I have good. Listen. Go downstairs. Find friends. I see friend go upstairs. Go get big man before he break my bed. He is not big enough for bed. And I will call Vench, and she will take you into passage and basement. Okay. Gather a weird one with weird face. Okay. Go.
Okay.
And you see him like he just kind of like jaunts over the bar, just like leaps across. Do you leave the gold or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I'll have 7 gold now.
Okay. So you leave the gold on the table. He doesn't
He
eat.
drops the gold on the table and
Yeah.
just kind of slyly.
Okay. And you just see him go to the, hello, my friends, welcome to Igor's. And he kind of like looks at, thank you. So may I get you anything? I will call for Vench. Vench will get you many ales. He said, oh, after this one, big boy. And do you go upstairs to collect Gotho, or?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's what she's doing right now. She's trying to.
Okay. Well, you come up the stairs. 9 rooms, all the doors are closed. You can hear slight chatter, see some light passing over or under some of the doors.
Going to whisper loudly in infernal.
Okay.
If she's whispering it, did you whisper it right at the top of the stairs, or did you move down the hallway first?
No, she's like in the middle of the hallway at this point.
Like moving down the hallway almost.
Yeah, moving down the hallway, just kind of repeating this. Where are you?
You hear it?
Yeah, when you get within like several feet of the end door, it just opens and Gotho's standing there, and he has his club in his hand this time.
Okay. All right. You guys meet up. You want to run downstairs? Explain the situation to him. What's up?
Jody heard what the innkeeper said.
Yeah, you just like you kind of heard basically the gist. You heard Vench, basement, lead.
Okay,
Pretty much.
basically,
That's not like all you heard,
what's
but that's the
going on.
gist. You got the idea,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and and then I see Fora head upstairs, try to get to collect Gotho. Should
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and move for the basement stairs.
Okay. All right. So, are you guys heading downstairs as well?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just gonna say,
Um,
although Igor is shielding us from the guards downstairs, we need to move quickly.
Okay.
All right.
We
Both
just kind
of
of turn
you
tail and.
roll me stealth checks.
Oh God! All of us.
No, you're good.
Oh.
Big man, big man.
Which is funny because I have a decent stealth rating too.
Yeah, you have a good dex.
Failing the roll.
As you two make your way down the stairs, Jody, you're already down there. You immediately come down to this, like, it's damp, somewhat dark. You can see a small torch flickering, and at the end of the room, next to all like the bigger barrels where you would find most of the ale, you see a small glimmer, just like
The Finch?
like a coin.
Can I do a perception? I don't want to be walking into anything nefarious.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
can
give
I
me.
count around?
Give me an investigation.
Okay.
I'll take a
I'll
perception.
I'm not good at investigation.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. I'll do that.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. As you look around, you can't really make out much because of the dark, but the torch is casting a decent enough light. Doesn't look like there's many spots that people could even hide. It's pretty open, and they're just barrels stacked against a wall. But you see the glimmer now that looks like a gold coin at the end of the room.
Okay. Can I move towards the gold coin? I don't want to pick it up though, but I would like to inspect it as much as I can without touching it.
Okay. Yeah. You walk up, and looking over it. Just by like leaning down and kind of looking at it, you don't touch it. You said you don't want to grab it at all.
I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. I want to see if this thing is giving me an eerie feeling, dude.
Okay.
Can I use my years of studying the arcane in my hermitage?
Okay.
Can I see if there's any sort of magic coming off this thing?
Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check. You get the feeling that the coin means something, but it just looks like an average coin. Upon like closer inspection, you can see it's not like any gold coin you've ever seen. It's the exact shape, the exact look, except for the face is just two crossed swords and a jester's mask.
I pick it up.
Okay. As you pick it up, you see the other side of it is the exact same, except the swords are in front of the jester's mask. And as you pick it up, immediately in front of you, the wall opens up. It just slowly starts to just as it slides over off to the left.
I see that happen. Okay, go.
As you do, like hold the coin in your pocket, or like in your hand.
I just literally picked it up to like look at the other side.
Yeah, you
like,
feel
I'm still inspecting it in front of my.
You still do feel that it's of like decent importance, and it's slowly. You get the feeling almost like as if it's not vibrating, but you're vibrating. And you, Gotho, and Fora, you guys are coming down the stairs. Fora, you quickly go down to the basement. You start to go down, and Gotho, as you're making your way here, "Oh, big man!" But okay, all right. You just see Igor just, "Hello, okay, my friend, all right, this is good, and he says, "No, oh, big man, come back here." You want to run?
Am I right in front of this opening
you're like
just discovered?
At the basement. They're like 10, 15 feet away across the bar still. They're right by the front of the door, but he has seen you. One of them has seen you from across the room.
So Gotho's still like on the main level with everybody
Yeah,
else.
like you're about
to go downstairs.
About to go down. Fora, you're coming down. You see Jody standing in what you can see is a wide open door.
Okay, so Fora's behind me.
She's
but
in
Jode's
front of you. She's down.
No.
Okay.
You're still at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
When they kind of yell at Gotho, I guess he's looking towards Jode and Fora for guidance.
No, they're in the basement. You can't see them.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, she's you saw her disappear downstairs, and you just remember she said like follow me to the basement, and you were about to go down and you were seen.
Okay.
So
yeah, I guess he's gonna run for it. He just like jumps down into the basement.
Okay. You two come clambering down. You two go through. You see Jode standing in front of a what looks like a wide open door, perfectly square, and he's just kind of inspecting something in his hands. Do you pocket it or do you show it to them?
The first thing I do is put it back exactly where it was and wait and look at the wall to move again.
Doesn't move.
I'm like, doesn't move.
No.
I pick it up, put it in my pocket, and I say, right, I say we get out of here, friends.
Yeah.
A very hurried Goliath comes down the stairs and is pushing them both through the hole.
Okay. All right. So you guys hear the footsteps as they're running across the tavern floor, coming down the stairs, and as you go through the last second that you make it down or make it through the door, it immediately just quicker than you, Jode, would have even heard it open. It immediately closes shut, and all noise is muffled. The way that you are, I guess the cavern passageway, rather, that you're in is dark. It's not damp or wet. It seems like a cheery and jovial warmth to it. It seems like it has a cheery and jovial warmth to it. And you all just kind of get this feeling of like safe wash over you. You are safe. It is just a long, narrow passageway that takes you somewhere.
Jody, how did you find this?
Well, my dear, honestly, it's this gold coin. I found it sitting outside the door. I picked it up, door open, put it down, nothing happened, and something is not right about this place. There's magic here.
This
Deep
place, better than that place. And he points behind us towards the basement.
I'm afraid I must agree with you, my friend.
I hand the coin to Fora.
And Fora just takes it. Can I just roll perception?
At this point
roll perception.
in the safety of this place, Jay, can I use second wind to be able to
Yes,
regain, even though
absolutely.
we're not in combat?
Yep.
Okay.
Give me your second wind roll. You just won't be able to use it until you have a long rest, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken. It to you looks like an average gold coin. You have no idea what he's talking about. Probably
What an
just
amazing
luck of
coin.
the draw. Just found it.
So I'm back to full health.
Okay, cool. Do you pass it back to him? Do you can't?
Yeah, Fora.
Gotho is going to try and intercept it because he's
Okay.
curious.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, he's just going to pick it up and look at it.
Okay. It glimmers, catches the eye. Nothing special about it. You can't make anything out on the face. Just looks like a blank gold coin for you.
Can Jody return back? We're right there. We just stepped through the doorway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of move past the guys to where the door snapped shut right behind us.
Yeah.
Things are muffled. I'm gonna go ahead and can I do an Arcana check there to
Yeah.
see if I can sense if
Go
there's
ahead, yeah,
anything
you put
magical
your-
about the door itself.
Put your
not-
hand out to the door. You start to feel up and down. Try and feel for like the crevice of where it opened. Nothing. It's just a blank wall. It's almost as if there is nothing on the other side anymore. You can't sense anything like magical, despite how hard you train your senses. Just
Okay.
a wall to any other
I
ordinary
turn
person.
back to Gotho and Fora and I say,
Well, further in, my friends. We're not getting out that way.
I say the only way through is forward.
is it dark in here? Is it?
Yeah, you can't see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Gotho and I can probably.
Like
think
you'd be able to
that's
like
fine.
by now you guys have been in here for a couple moments because you used your second wind, so you've just kind of
Yeah.
looking over this coin. Did you hand the coin back to him, by the way, or
Yes. Well, actually,
Gotho.
Gotho took it.
Gotho took it? Okay, all right. Are you just gonna pocket it and keep it, or are you just holding it in your hand?
He's just keeping it in his hand for now.
Okay.
As I walk past, I
Yeah.
make an attempt in the darkness to just kind of nonchalantly pluck the coin out of his hand as he's
Okay.
looking.
Gotho just releases it.
Okay. Yeah, you throw it back in your pocket, and again, as you grab it, you feel not the coin. That is, it's just like it's a. Have you ever like walked down into a dark room and just feels like your senses, like just something washes over your senses as your eyes adjust. Your eyes do adjust. You don't get dark vision or anything, but you can see a foot in front of you. Not knowing if you've adjusted to the dark or if it was picking up the coin.
I
But,
don't know if the coin's changing me or if I'm changing it.
can Fora roll perception here to
Yeah.
see what exactly is down this hallway?
Okay.
Yeah, can I do the same thing?
Yeah,
look
go
down
ahead.
the hall?
You guys can't see much. It just leads straight.
Well, Fora just starts walking
Okay.
forward.
Yeah, as you look around, like you Gotho, you look around and you see, it's made of not the same interior as the passageway that isn't made of the same interior as your the basement that you had just come from. It's like a much more like rich limestone. You wouldn't know what limestone is, but you would know it's just different rock. It smells different. It feels different, and you guys carry on. You guys.
Is this stuff that Jody notices as well? That it smells different, and all that. or is
Yeah,
that-
you would notice, like again, as soon as you enter and the door shuts,
It feels like a different place.
Yeah,
basically.
nothing is
Feels like
heard.
we're
It's almost like you've been like transported somewhere different.
That's the word I was looking for.
And but you can't really gather much. It just seems you walk through, and it's just feels safer in here. Something is better about the air. The stone you definitely have noticed has changed to like a nice limestone, and you would know what limestone is. You guys carry on. You walk.
Yeah, Gotho just walks forward, and at this point, he's more alert. He's carefully paying attention
Definitely,
now,
yeah.
as opposed to his very flippant attitude before.
Okay.
I hope that Igor is okay. I was really kind of him to distract the guards.
I think Igor is much more powerful than any of us give him credit for, my dear. Something is not right about this place.
Goto think Igor be fine. The guards kill Igor, no more ale.
Exactly.
You guys walking 10, 15 minutes. You come to a ladder.
Up or down?
Up. At the top of it just seems to be an open hole. As you look up, the night sky.
Light coming from the...
No light.
Oh, it's dark out.
No light, just night sky, stars above. If you strain, you can see, and you can just hear grass rustling above.
I would volunteer to go first, but my eyesight probably isn't the best. So
For a volunteers, no problem. She
Yeah.
actually, that's what she does first. Is her first instinct is just to climb this ladder.
Who's going first? You, and then who?
I'll
Go
be
for it.
right behind.
Okay.
I'll
Or
be
she
right-
can
I'll be
go
right
up and scout and just see what's up there.
Well, if you guys all want to climb up for it, you climb up. You
Goto's
immediately.
silently remaining at the bottom of the ladder until
Okay.
she says otherwise.
Okay.
All right, I
You
will go ahead and check and see if it's okay at the top.
right
immediately.
behind you, my dear.
The feeling passes. As soon as you step out, it doesn't feel. You don't feel that warmth anymore. You don't feel the security. Not as confident. But just a breath of fresh air washes over you, away from the stench of the city. And as you turn,
Can we smell the sea? Can we smell salt air?
are you
'Cause
up
it's
there
just-
with?
Yeah, I'm right behind. I'm right
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah,
Farron,
no,
yeah.
you can't smell anything. What you can tell though is you're standing right next to Trebuchet in a grassy field. As you look, Greyholm in the distance, the forest line to your left. Gotho still down there?
Yeah, he hasn't climbed up yet.
Yep.
He's waiting for Fora to say something from the top.
Oh, Gotho, it's okay. We're outside. We're outside the
He
city.
just jumps like straight up like 8 feet and grabs the ladder.
It climbs up immediately. You see the same Gotho, remembering the grass from before, the bad grass from before. Immediately, you're surrounded by it. But the forest that you've come to know as the forest of Repstow Wood, that you are currently encamped in, lays not even 50, 60 feet from you. Greyholm in the distance again. The sea, you can see the waves now, and the two moons that you guys know as from your time on Orin, the world of Orin, is Lathander and Kelimvor, bright in the sky. They seem to have passed. Lathander is just pale white light just washing over most of all of you, and Kelimvor casting the contrasting red shadow across the land, and just they seem to be just constantly going back and forth with the light. What do you guys want to do?
Right, first things first, we should get our stories straight before we go back to old Magic Face and report in. So, what did we see? Who did we talk to? Let's get this story right.
We were in the bar the whole time.
I was very drunk.
We took apples. We fell off a wall. We ran through the sewer.
Gotho, I don't think you understand. Listen,
Gotho, that's not quite what we meant, but it's a good effort.
it's a very fine effort. Listen, we have to all have the same story. Now, just because the story isn't exactly what happened doesn't mean it's not the story. Yeah?
So you are saying we tell him things that did not happen?
Not necessarily. We just
we'll just
omit
pretend
certain
it's true.
truths.
Yeah, we'll just pretend that that's what happened.
But that's not true.
Exactly.
That is not okay.
All right, then we are at an impasse.
Do you guys want to do like a persuasion check against each other?
I briefly try to persuade Gotho that it's in our best interest to.
Give me a persuasion
probably
check. Do you want to inside check him, Gotho, like
Good
to be
God.
100% sure?
I
or-
am talking to a rock next to the hill.
Do you want to be 100? Okay, all right.
I am.
Yeah,
I am,
it's.
I'm not
you-
even addressing
You
a
see
Goliath.
right through him. You know, it's bad to lie.
Do I know? Is it so bad that I can tell that he knows I'm?
He
full?
just stares at you and like Gotho, like you think like your brow would like furrow just like a little bit as you're like looking at him.
He has zero facial expression.
Just blank. You can never read him. You have no idea.
There's nothing. His face doesn't show what the thing. He's
We're-
just he when he speaks, he sounds he doesn't sound upset, but the tone of his voice is he's confused that you want to say something that did not happen. It's not clicking.
Listen, Gotho, I know that you want to be truthful, but if we go in there telling about a boy that doesn't understand, what about that redhead, huh? The really annoying one. You
We are
remember him?
supposed to meet him tomorrow.
We meet Captain of their guards tomorrow.
The
Now
captain
listen.
of the guard might not want to meet us anymore because we did run away.
It's true.
His
That
boy
could be a
his
problem.
boy will be begging him. He will probably come.
And that's what we're
Captain
supposed to tell Elinil. Really, that's what we're supposed to report back. We're supposed to say, well, maybe he came, maybe he didn't. I say right now, the three of us, get the hell out of here. Now's our chance. Nobody's around. Is this the siege you want? Is this the war you want to be fighting?
Are we sure no one's around? Can I roll?
I'm pretty sure. Can I look around and see if there's anyone?
Both of
5
you,
feet
both of
away?
you, roll me perception checks.
Like,
No one is around.
oh my god.
For
Oh,
actually,
no.
you do hear like what would be a patrol, like people that are patrolling around the woods, like 10, 15 feet away. You guys are in the grasses, but you know they can't. They might see like Gotho standing above the grasses if they
And hear
looked
a
hard
guy
enough.
saying, nobody's around.
Nobody's at all. Hey, oh, is that you, Jody? No.
Laura immediately
Johnny,
notices them and goes, "Get down!" and like goes to just complete.
Do you guys all get
I
down?
absolutely flatten myself. like,
Gotho immediately mimics her movement and just he actually not just face plants, but he drops to where his face is in the dirt and his arms are directly out to the side, like
Okay.
just immediately.
I look at four and say,
He listens to you.
My God, that was beautiful. Gotho, that was impressive.
Okay.
You guys lay there for a couple moments.
With,
I missed that.
With his face buried in the dirt, you just hear. Okay.
You guys lay there for a couple moments. You just hear the wind rustling, the boots marching by on the same path that you took into the city. Only this path that you came out of the forest onto. And a couple moments pass, and you hear rustling. You hear footfalls. Closer, closer. And the grass separates here. Oh! What the fuck are you doing? Eleanor told me to find you here, but the fuck are you doing? Why are you on the fucking ground, big man?
I'm earthworm season, my friend.
Gotho does this oddly smooth, like sort of a breakdance move where he transitions to like a meditation stance
Yeah,
where his legs are sitting cross-legged. He just kind of spins around and comes up.
Okay.
And he has a mouthful of dirt and worms. And he's just hunting worms. And
Yeah, what?
he spits the worms out
What?
of
Eleanor's been bloody fucking waiting for you. Wait, hours? Get the fuck go!
He holds his hand up to the guy with the worms.
No worms. Go.
All right, well, then no fish for you then, my friend, when we come back with fish tomorrow.
He's gonna
Worms have to be dug for fish.
He's gonna inside check you.
good God.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh my God. Like, I'm not, okay. Okay, persuasion. Oh, hell yeah. We're digging for worms.
All right. Second thought. Give me the worms. Give me them. Give me them. He starts just like he takes
So
them.
you
He starts
can
like
take all the
shoving them in
vodka?
his
I don't think
pockets.
so, my friend.
And he immediately like he kind of like puts his hand on your back, Gotho, and like you feel like a really like unnaturally strong just like push up off your feet. He said, Eleanor lost track of you. What? Come on, let's go.
Can I insight check this guy to see if he's actually telling the truth or a representative of Eleanor?
Yeah, go ahead.
Especially if it feels like something's off when he's pushing me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, in fact, that he's a representative of Eleanor because you guys have spoken briefly.
His name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff. No, you know because you have spoken with him before that 100% he is telling the truth. He is one of the 8 to 10 people that travels with Eleanor when he is outside of his tent. You guys all know that Eleanor's kind of like a joke of the army for the rest of these people. These people are like fanatics of Eleanor, pretty much. They have been chosen to serve. But is a joke of the army because every night in his tent it's just you just hear like crazed ranting, but it's always muffled enough that you can't hear it. And he's just a guy that talks to himself, the old frail old man. But this is definitely a representative of Eleanor. He's not just sitting here. I just want to point out that that was a natural 1 and a natural 20 in one roll. That was that wow.
Amazing. That was amazing.
Fora is still laying there in the grass. She's just kind of like slack-jawed. She doesn't really know what to say because both of these guys are talking so well at this point. She's just like,
He's
picking up everything.
He looks at his both of you, get the fuck up. Come on. And he starts to walk, and he's kind of like, he gives you like a small push, Gotho, but not like aggressive. It's just like a, let's go.
No, Gotho's already walking the direction they indicated.
His arm is 10 feet long, and he taps it. No, he's walking with you as he's yelling behind. You guys going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fora immediately just snaps up and okay. All right, let's. All right, Gotho. Of course he knows where he's going. Smart man. Smart.
That Gotho. Oh,
That
Gotho.
Oh, Gotho.
Many songs about him. Oh, Gotho the wise. No, you guys make your way through the camp. It seems like it's died down. It's not the usual rustle and bustle like it was earlier and like you're familiar with. It's what you're more familiar with at night. You hear the gambling. You hear drunk soldiers just sloshing around and walking around, falling into tents and getting screamed at by other soldiers that are sleeping inside. The usual like lively activities at night. Couple patrols like come, couple patrols go as you walk through, and they lead you to a large blue and just kind of like just very rich looking tent. Looks to be made of silk, and it's got like a couple of like gold dangles, whatever those rope things that hang on the end of drapes are. Tassels. Thank you. It's an embroidered I thought my explanation was a lot better, but I mean, and you hear the he's there, sir, they're here, right outside, and as you guys are waiting a couple moments, you just hear muffled, just screeching and like, just like frenzied and furied talking from inside, and finally the flap floor is open. Oi, where are they? Oh, hello. Right. You three.
Is this the old man?
This is you see what you know as Eleanor, just a frail old man, like weak, would be like 100 pounds soaking wet, but stands tall, firm, and confident. He's like 6'5", looks like he's like 98, should be on his deathbed, but he's confident, doesn't have a hint of his frailty seeping into his posture. And yes, what'd you find? What was it? You three?
Assuming he hadn't come out of the tent, Gotho was actually just gonna walk inside. So how close did I get before?
You're like a couple feet away, and he comes just out right in. He's kind of like right. So he's looking at you. What'd you find? Why's your mouth? Why were you all in the dirt? Why? Why?
We were worm hunting, of course.
For what? For what?
For worms, obviously. I said we were worm hunting.
Why do you? Okay. Give me. I don't have time for this. Give me. What did you see? Where are the goblins, the orcs? Where are they? Where are they? Where are the ramparts? The bodies, the blood? How are the people? Did you see the people?
Far to the north. They've all fled the city, far to the north. 2 days ago.
I suspected. We didn't. Two days ago. What?
2 full moons. Yes. Days rather. Moons are months. My bad.
Gotho saw a city.
So two weeks.
We haven't seen any goblins or orcs.
Yes. And anyway. Pensu just kind of starts to stroke his like medium length. I knew it. They must be deeper in the city. Are you sure? None? They traveled north. There's no way they could have traveled north. They must be in. How were the people? Did they look?
Gotho saw a city of people afraid, but not afraid of orcs. Afraid of us.
They looked very skeptical about us. They didn't like our apple.
We are apple. I won't. I did see the apple. Anyways. Okay, no orcs.
Not a single one, sir. We've been through the sewers and the tunnels beneath the city, and we saw nothing.
Tunnels? There are no tunnels beneath the city.
Of course there are no tunnels beneath the city.
Of course we were hunting.
Statement.
That is crazy of me.
Gotho points at the dirt on his face and says, "Tunnel dirt."
Son of a bitch.
You just see like his eyes narrow on you and just. You, and he points to you for it. Tiefling, keep watch on him. I think something. I can't leave. Go. We attack.
Absolutely,
we attack
sir.
in a week. Go. Yes. Prepare yourselves.
Before Fora walks away, Gotho just looks at her and says,
I don't think we can convince them.
And Fora, of course, responds, agreed.
That's not creepy at all.
They're always in agreement about this sort of thing.
All right. They're like the smartest people in Infernal. They are scholars of infernal knowledge. A font.
Gotho looks back at Eleanor
Yeah.
Before walking away and says, how do you free a city that is not captive?
And he just turns around and goes inside his tent. No response. He walks away.
Strange man. But he's so old. But he's so tall. Huh. Weird.
Tall men aren't all they're cracked up to be. Anyway.
You guys want to make your way back to the tent, get a long rest, or go discuss?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
You guys
Yeah.
head back to your tent. You notice like the man that had escorted you to the tent is now like not escorting you to your tent, but you do notice he's been behind you for 10-ish minutes.
Almost escorting us away from the other tent.
Just making sure that you are going back to the tent. You guys make your way in, expecting him to come through. Doesn't, and you can see like the lights of the other tents dancing on the dancing shadows onto the tent that you're in now. And you don't see like anybody standing outside of it. Just seems a figure just by, gone. You see others passing. Drunken man trips over a stake, falls flat in his face across the way. Do you guys want to settle down into a long rest? Or do you want to...
Flora wants to run over and help the man who just fell.
Okay. You just come out of the tent, you see this man, like, face down in the dirt. Out.
Oh, for heavens. And
Face down in the muck.
She wants to roll over and roll investigation on this guy.
Okay. Yeah.
She's trying to investigate over the sounds of clanging pots and pans now moving past her because Gotho picks up the bag and is walking outside with it.
Give me an investigation check. Looks like a man that you fed a couple times, being the cook. You being the cook, rather.
How did he get hold of more alcohol?
Not the man that was following you. Just a random drunk. Just quite frequently does this, as his tent is directly across yours, and has done this for the past couple of weeks.
Gotho. And she turns around because I think he's right there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's right outside.
I think we should probably.
Gotho's currently en route to a water trough to resume washing the dishes that he started this morning.
Okay.
So if you call him, he can probably hear you.
Gotho?
What?
Do you need help washing the dishes?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Jody goes through the drunk's pockets before entering his own tent.
No, you were already in the tent, so do you want to like go out and...
I go out.
All right.
No.
Okay.
I'll unbuckle my armor and take off my chainmail.
So you go to rest for it. Do you head back inside?
Sharpen the sword, all that.
Okay.
Flora goes over to is it a well? Is that what?
It's a trough. So like there'd be one. Okay. There's one like 5 to 10 feet away from your tent that would have been set up because you two are cook and cook's assistant. There's like 6 of you guys that kind of work in pairs. You guys switch out often, but.
All right. She goes over next to Gotho. She grabs a dirty cup.
Yeah.
Just kind of swashes it in the water and says, "All right, I'm going to just use this one just for the time being. Just you'll be minus a cup just for a while."
Gotho looks at the bag with like 30 cups in it, and then looks at the one that she's holding, and then goes back to scrubbing a dish.
Fora turns around, goes over, looks at the man on the ground, kneels down, slaps him right across the face.
You hear the nothing. Nothing.
Wow, he's resilient.
Wow.
So then she just, wow. She puts the cup down, puts the cup down full of water, and just says, "This is for the morning, my friend." Then she goes inside the tent.
Okay. All right. You come in. Jody's sharpening his sword, and you, Gotho, you finish up most of the dishes, cleaning some of them twice because you set them down in the dirt and then pick them back up and clean them again. When you come in, Jody and Fora have been they've already fallen asleep. You yourself settle down into a long rest, and the only ability used, your second wind, is now available to you again, Jody. As you guys you awake to a familiar clamor. You hear the rustle, the bustle. You hear greaves and metal clanking. You hear a blacksmith that's not even 20, 30 feet away from you, just pounding metal on metal. And as you kind of like look, you can see through the tent flap. It's morning. You guys have had a nice, like, I'd say, like 6 hours of sleep.
Gotho's already sitting cross-legged in the middle of the tent.
Okay.
With that giant burlap sack full of potatoes.
Okay.
And he's just sitting there peeling them. And there's a pile of already peeled potatoes, like he's been up for an hour already.
Okay.
He's just
Gotho,
sitting there
did
with the
you
peeler.
get any sleep at all?
Gotho slept. And he just keeps working.
Okay.
Jody exits out through the tent flap and goes over and picks up the drunk guy's cup of water left him the night before and
He's
comes
still
back
there.
on the edge of the bed.
He's just still there.
Drinks
No
the
one's
drunk
bothered.
man's
I mean, it's like it'd be the sun is just starting to like come up, so you can see the light started. No one's really just like come out of his tent yet. He's still there. What do you want to do with the cup? You just bringing it back to go?
I pick it up and take a sip and turn around, walk back in, and start pulling on my boots and putting on my greaves and
All right.
mail.
Did you guys prepare? Some potatoes peeled, the pile growing ever bigger. What do you guys want to do? It's
Fora wants she wants some sort of coffee or some kind of tea, something that has, caffeine.
Yeah, you immediately you go to the mess hall, just take a walk 10 minutes. He's gone for 10-15 minutes, and you go to familiar, you kind of like go into the back flap. Fora, right, nice to see you.
Good morning. Morning.
Mr. Grog last night brought out. Jay, he, whatever. Never mind. He just goes back to like washing and preparing and cooking what looks to be like a boar that they caught the day before. Grab yourself some coffee, make your way back to the tent.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes, this is the stuff. Oh, liquid gold.
You guys have couple hours until you're supposed to meet. What's his face with the red hair? The annoying little shit, I believe he was called. It'd probably take you like a decent amount of time to get over there to the western gate, as it's like significantly farther away from the eastern gate.
On the way, is there any way that we can possibly check out the tunnel exit that we came out of last night?
Yeah, so you guys
in our free time, I want to see if I can find it again.
Okay. Do you all want to make your way out right now, or do you guys want to do anything else?
I broke
Laura's just sitting there enjoying her coffee, so she has no idea what's going on.
Gotho's delivering his kitchen duties in a timely fashion back to where they belong.
Okay. Yeah, you quickly just, oh, big man, it's never mind, whatever. And he just goes back to it, plump the potatoes down. You, Jody, you go out into the field, leaving them behind. 10-15 minutes pass by. You can see the sun start to kind of come up, not to like noon, but it could be an hour or so. And give me a perception check, or actually an investigation check rather, because you are looking for it. All right, yeah, you search around from a familiar area. Like you can see where like the tufts of dirt were brought up by Gotho's face, and like the outline of where Fora would have been. Looking around, you can't see anything next to the trebuchet.
No ladder, no hole,
Nothing.
no anything.
Not a hole in the ground.
And I know I'm in the right spot.
Absolutely in the right spot. Yeah, you were there.
Can I like feel around on the ground for like try to sense some sort of magic in the area?
Okay, yeah. Give me an Arcana check.
There's magic in the air. No. I did that wrong. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that is a crit. Just so you.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Oh yeah. When it's green, it's a natural 20.
Just so you see that.
When it's green,
Just so you see that
it's
green.
nat 20. Look at that green note.
We know you're new to this D&D stuff, Jay, but that's
Thank you. Honestly, I didn't know. Now I know. I thought that was a crit fail. You trip and fall into 4 holes, taking 70 damage. No, you look around and you feel another like wave wash over you.
And I still have the coin on me, correct? I still have that coin.
I mean, if you didn't throw it anywhere, yeah.
No, it's still in my pocket.
Nothing. No matter how much you kind of just palm the earth and you really just try your hardest to sense anything that could be not magical, but anything different in the air that could be magical. Nothing. As you yourself know, from being back on the other continent, Foltest, the rumors of gods and new magics, and nobody really uses magic anymore for fear of any consequences and the rumors that surround them.
Absolutely.
So you just kind of get the hunch.
I returned to the tent.
Yeah.
I'd say probably visibly not shaken, but visibly concerned about something. Well, my friends, you guys are both there, correct? You guys are both back in the tent.
Yeah, Fora's just sipping her coffee, just watching Gotho.
Really quick, just to add on to that, you would know that is why you only have one archmage in the whole army. That is the only, because magic has great consequences.
All of us. It's like a general
things like
knowledge.
that. Yeah.
Everybody knows.
It's not like I should reword it. It's not like you guys know that magic has great consequences. It's just like more of like a feeling, right? Everyone's just got this like rumor. So that is why there is only one archmage, because is why he's so frail. When he uses magic, it saps the user. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you guys have all the information.
Got you.
Go ahead.
When you're returning to the tent, you would find Gotho before you get to the tent, because he's outside at this point foraging berries and such.
Okay.
I stop with Gotho and I say,
I believe we should have a bit of a word with Fora before we go meet this red-headed stepchild of ours.
Berries.
Yo, please. Yes.
He's handing him some berries.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you. Did not quite eat breakfast today. Gotho, when you exited out of that hole, you didn't cover it over or anything, did you, last night?
Gotho did not cover the hole, but hole did not feel right.
Well, the hole doesn't feel anything at all because it's not fucking there anymore.
and I walk off towards our tent.
Gotho is not surprised. And he starts walking with him.
You guys both come into the tent. You find Fora doing whatever, drinking coffee still.
Yep. Well, welcome back.
Hole's gone.
The whole hole.
The hole is gone. The whole hole is gone.
Oh no.
Well, I
What do
mean,
you mean gone? It has to be there somewhere.
you can go look if you want, but I spent good 30, 40 minutes out there. Couldn't find it. I'll be
Wait.
damned.
But you, can't you use your coin and just open the earth or
It's
something?
not my coin. It's not. I don't own this thing. It's.
But it worked when you picked it up, Jody.
It did work.
Gotho knows whose coin it is.
Although, why haven't you said anything?
Wait, is the coin? Who's
I am
holding the coin?
genuinely not surprised.
Do you
I take
have
out the coin. I take out the coin and I just say,
Why am I not surprised?
and I just kind of hold it out.
Yeah.
Gotho picks up the coin and he points at the face of the guy on it and
No,
says,
you can't see. It's a
It's
blank
his.
face for you. It's a
Oh,
blank
really?
face for you. Yeah, completely blank.
"Was it like that before?"
Yeah, I said that in the tunnel. Yeah, when you picked it up,
Okay.
it looks like a regular coin, just there's nothing on it.
You know what these symbols mean.
Wait, hold up. So on the coin, you said it was like a jester's face or something,
Yeah.
but the
Only Jody knows that.
Only I saw that.
You don't know. Only you saw that. Only Jody knows that.
oh well.
So you,
never
when you
mind
look
then.
at it,
Okay,
blank.
so you wouldn't. So
Yeah,
Gotho
Gotho wouldn't have said it.
Gotho
I
wouldn't have
was,
said
I was
that
just gonna have Gotho point at the face and say it's this guy's, but if he can't see it, then he wouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
then. Okay, yeah.
Well, the whole hole is gone.
To backtrack a little bit.
The whole hole.
The whole.
And remember, this is not my coin, Fora. We found this.
I know this, but it reacted to you, Jody. That's why I am thinking.
Well, sometimes things react to me in different ways.
Ain't that the truth? Aren't we supposed to meet that redheaded kid?
Yes,
Yeah. Well, what time is it?
it is time to go. Gotho starts walking out the door.
Looks like
Right.
we're about to meet the redhead.
All right. Well, give me a second, boys. I'm going to suit up here. Get ready. Finish up this coffee.
My God, it's almost noon, woman.
Shh. I like coffee. Okay.
Gotho looks at Jode and says, "Should we tell army people we are meeting enemy guard captain?"
Right. Perhaps we should tell someone, but I don't like the idea of telling that wizard fellow, I'll be honest. Struck me the wrong way. I don't know about you.
Gotho does not trust wizards.
Neither do I, my friend. Neither do I.
All right. And Fora makes it out of the tent.
All right.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
To the redhead, then. I just kind of start heading off.
Okay.
Not including Fora in the conversation of
Okay.
whether or not to tell anyone.
So you guys just
Move off.
Gotho poses the same question to Fora. Should we tell army people we are meeting captain of enemy guard?
I would think that we should keep this one between us and the redheaded kid. He already had enough trouble trusting us as it was. So maybe it would be better for just the three of us to show up.
Okay.
all right. So
Jody?
you guys.
Wait up!
You guys make it. You make it to the edge of the camp. You start to walk back into the field, avoiding the trenches now and the rivets in the ground, following like a less beaten path, one that's just kind of only used for patrols. Most of the marching out onto the fields is done from the other path you took. Roll me a perception check, Jody. Okay. As you guys are leaving, you catch a glance of a couple of guards just eyeing you guys from the trees, and as you make not eye contact, they're about 60-ish feet away from the tree, or if you're about 60-ish feet away from the tree line, they just kind of behind the trees, and you don't see them again as you guys keep walking down the path.
I slow my pace a little bit
Yeah.
to where the others can catch up to me, to where we're all kind of walking in a small group, and I point out the tree line where the guards had been.
We're being watched. Not sure why.
By who?
It looked to be of ours.
Army people may not like it when we leave without telling them.
Fuck them.
Just keep walking.
That's the spirit, Jody.
All right. You guys make your way, kind of like keeping I assume in the tall grass or near it, so that you're not
Gotho's
seen.
still avoiding.
Yeah, you just kind of like he's like walking like on the thin
Take some
line.
cajoling
Right?
to get Gotho into
You kind of come around a bend of the forest that dips down into the field, and you can see off in the distance just a large, pale rock, couple of other small ones, and small outcropping of trees that just looks right. You know, it looks exactly like what the boy described from you, roughly about 100 to 200 feet away from the western gates. You guys can make your way.
Can I really? I want to, before we like become visible to people who would be looking from the walls, I want to really scope out the walls to see
Yeah.
if we're.
Same.
Give me a
Four
perception
wants to
check.
roll Perception.
Okay, whoever wants to, go ahead. Okay, yeah, you guys, you.
I see
Cora,
nothing.
You scan, and you too, Jody. You kind of see just like small like blots and figures, and for you don't see a lot of movement near the western gate, but it seems like you see like a figure pass once or twice. Gotho, you're trying to avoid the grass. You're looking at, and then like at peeking over, you can still kind of see the same couple of movement, but then the grass sways back and forth in front of your vision.
Okay, that gate is definitely patrolled, so we do have to be wary of that.
Any sign of the red?
I don't see him, no.
What's up?
Which gate was this again?
This is the
East,
western.
west?
You're heading to the
Western.
western, or outside of the western gate, rather.
This is the one we tried to trebuchet the night before.
This is that gate.
It is, right? It's the same gate.
It's the exact same gate.
Now we know why they're patrolling it all of a sudden.
Suddenly it's patrolled.
It's just weird. You tamper with a trebuchet. Everyone's all up in arms over it.
Crazy. What a crazy world.
Crazy world we live in.
You guys slowly. You guys want to like go around and come into, or you just want to go straight to the rocks?
Gotho's gonna look at Fora and
Okay.
say, Gotho think we may have been followed.
How can you tell?
They watched us earlier. We left without permission.
To what?
Well,
Am I able to hear this or not? You just kind of whispering
yeah,
it kind of.
I'd say you guys are like near each other, right? Or are you like whispering it so that he doesn't hear?
Are you specifically saying it so I can't hear it?
No. He's addressing her, but he's saying it loudly enough you could hear
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Well, you know what? We made a decision that had to be made. And I think whether or not we told anyone about it that will fall on us. But we did what
If
we needed to
our
do.
army people fight their army people, Gotho does not want to stand in the middle.
Well, then Maybe Gotho wants to hunt more worms?
Gotho looks mildly irritated for the first time, like since she's ever met him, and he just starts walking towards the rock.
Okay. You just walk straight there?
Yep.
All right. You guys make your way to the rock?
I follow right at his heels.
Yeah, okay. You guys make your way to the rock.
Flora's gonna stay back a little bit.
All right.
Because she knows that she just threw a little bit of shade
Okay.
at Gotho. And
All
she
right.
wants to just kind of look around and make sure that, you know, they'll go first, and if anything happens...
Yeah. Okay, you give me a
here.
perception check as you two start to walk towards the rock. Before you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Like keeping your eyes on the walls, you can kind of see like figures crowding around the trebuchet that you had, or that Jode had interacted with the night before. You kind of put 2 and 2 together. That's how the rope, and that's where he got the rope and such. And you guys make it to the rocks. Massive pale rock stands like 20 feet tall in front of you. Like at least 10-ish trees are kind of huddled around a couple other stone outcrops, and you see like a small trace of a campfire. You see like old baskets that people might have used for food, maybe come here for a picnic, and you sit down and wait.
I feel the ashes of the campfire to see if it's warm, if it's fresh,
They're
or
cold.
if it's
They're dead.
cold.
Yeah.
Ice cold. Okay, old campsite.
Yeah. You guys sit down and wait, and an hour goes by. Gotho sitting there, waiting, meditating, sitting in his cross-legged stance. Fora just strumming on the lute, and you, Jode, just quick whetstone, making sure that the blade is sharp in case anything comes. And you see, dressed like a guard, walks around the rock. You guys are sitting inside of the trees, huddled. Says, right. Are you the ones Ramus told me about?
Depends who Ramus is, my fine friend.
And you see the boy just, hey, yes, father, yes. And he comes around the other side.
Oh
Yes,
my
yes,
God!
yes, it's me. Yes, hi. I told you. I got him. And, father, I can't explain it. And he immediately just,
That boy better be able to read and write because he's no fighter. I'll tell you that right now.
no, it's his mother never wanted him to go in the army, but we'll hope it doesn't happen. Hope it doesn't come to that. Hope that you don't batten down our walls. Why? And my son tells me something is awry. Why? Why are you here?
These song lyrics. Sorry.
I couldn't cut it as a wise man.
Gotho pulls out a peeled potato
Okay.
and offers it to the guy. He says,
We offer a potato of friendship.
Gotho took your apple.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, yes. He just kind of like, he looks oddly at like the two of
It's a
you.
sign of his people.
Okay, yes.
And at this point stands up as well,
Okay.
which is,
Yeah.
I don't know how tall this guy is, but Gotho's now
he's like
towering.
5'11", like a little bit taller than Jode.
How come every dude is taller than me?
Dude.
You were like, you humans are only 5'8". You have to be 5'8".
I didn't say that you had to be 5'8".
Yes, you did. Anyway,
There's no. All right.
Anyway,
all right. And he said, yes, thank you for the potato. I am Kane. He just kind of like, the whole time, he immediately just looks over to the both of you, just kind of throwing the potato up, wringing it in his hands. Why? I mean, why did it give me a potato? But why are you here?
He obviously likes you.
And he says, Ramus, Father, they said they're here for goblins, like I told you, goblins and orcs. Yeah, I think you guys may have the wrong city.
Listen, when Gotho gives you a potato, you become a spud bud. Now you are our friend.
And he just, so, are you gonna welcome me to the taters, or?
Probably at some point, yes. We have not seen any goblins or orcs anywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, Spud Buddy.
Then don't, Kane.
We
Kane
don't
orcs,
have the authority to offer or broker a peace. But I will bring you a warning. Our leaders are under the assumption that there are evil things, whether it be men, goblins, orcs, maybe trolls, I don't know, in your city. At least that's what they say. Is there any truth to any of this?
And I want to listen very carefully for his response.
Yeah.
And I want insight on his
Okay.
response.
None.
I'm inciting him as hard as I can.
Okay. Yeah. He's none.
So
Great home.
I'm inciting you so hard.
Oh my God! I am terrible at insight.
His great home has been fishing and trade. We trade silk with Glynn until you dealt with it. And nothing. There is nothing. There are no orcs. There are no goblins. They are over in the Winka Bluffs. That is north. Leagues, days. Nothing.
Which is it, leagues or days?
Both are one and the same.
What's a parsec?
No, I'm sorry.
He pulls out his tablet to Google it.
No, seriously, sorry.
And he's I don't know why you've come, but I need answers.
I think we're all seeking answers, my friend.
Emperors and wizards will start a war over something that is not there.
What he said, that was really well put, Lobo.
Our Spud Buddy Our Spud Buddy speaks the truth, my friend.
Oh man.
Spudbud.
And from outside of the trees, just as like Ramus goes to speak up, and and you just hear, "Oi! Come out!"
Is that one of yours or one of ours?
I speak to Ramus.
I'll check. As he quickly kind of goes over and he says, "Oh, one of mine. Don't worry. I've got it under control." And as he says that, a coral just right into his left shoulder, knocks him back against a tree. You hear, "Father!" As two, or rather one burly guard comes through the small clearing of trees, and I need you guys to roll initiative.
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun.
17. Okay. One time I don't have a pen. Okay.
Did mine go through? I got a weird message.
No, you got 6. Don't worry. The message is gonna go through, but it's because you don't have like a token on the map.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll 20.
Oh, got you. But you don't want me to use, like the 6 works though, right?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry. One sec.
I mean, I'll re-roll the 6 if you really want.
Yeah. Okay.
I can try again.
Okay. 1 second. So I have to write it all down. It's always tedious and bullshit. And all right. So, as a like hefty looking guy walks through the clearing, holding a long sword with both hands drawn, advances on Kane, what quickly catches your eye, and just a wicked grin comes across his face. Another bowman responsible for the quarrel in Kane's shoulder comes into view and immediately takes a shot for Gotho. And he's going to roll. Plus. Okay. What's your armor class, Gotho?
14.
Yeah, it's a miss as he immediately just comes into view and just readies it, seeing you, shoots for the biggest target. The quarrel just as you just quickly dodge out of the way. Flies by. He's going to advance farther away, but still keep kind of an eye on you through like 1 or 2 of the trees. And the guy with the long sword. Actually, no, sorry, it's not the long sword. It's your turn, Gotho. What do you want to do?
You said he took a crossbow bolt in the shoulder. Kane did?
Yeah, he took a crossbow bolt. Yeah, and the longsword guy is standing like almost kind of directly over him, but looking at you guys.
All right. Gotho's not going to take too long to think about this one. He just jumps forward and takes a two-handed swing with his quarterstaff at the longsword guy.
Okay. All right. Give me an attack roll.
I'm not sure if it's like punched in correctly for a 2 hit.
Yeah,
like,
no, you got so you would click on it'll give you 2 types of damage and it'll tell us which kind.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, it does hit as you bring it down. You click on the damage. Okay, so it was the 9. That was the 1d8. As you just bring it across him, catching him by surprise, and just across his face, you see the smile's immediately gone from his face as his head just rebounds from the impact, and he just another wicked grin, blood seeping from his mouth, readies the longsword to attack. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah. So as Gotho lands that hit, he maintains his momentum in a spin move and comes around and tries to elbow the guy in the face for my monk unarmed follow-up attack.
Give me the bonus action.
Actually, I don't have unarmed attack programmed on this character sheet, do I?
No, you should.
It was in there on the previous character, but it's not there for this
shit.
one.
Give me 3 seconds. Okay. Da, da, da. What do you got? What's your? Oh, there you go. You got it. All right. That's it. Go and give me that roll. We'll just mock it right now. All right. Give me the damage on that. That's a definite hit. As you quickly let go, bring your fist around.
Okay.
And you deal
Elbow to the sternum.
elbow to the sternum, fist to the nose. Oh, did you not roll? Oh, okay. Dealing 4 damage. Jesus Christ, 4 damage as it just across the face again, and just his entire face now just covered in blood. The whole left side of his face just welling up and swelling up. It's his turn. I almost said her turn. His turn as he's just going to ready the longsword and just strike at you. 15 hits, right?
14.
Okay, yeah, so your AC is 14, so yeah, 15 hits. He brings down the longsword across your entire chest, just slicing through, dealing 1 damage. As it just nicks you, the tip of the blade just barely nicks you, and just fresh blood seeping down. And he's just gonna hold right there and just wait. Jesus fucking Christ.
Jody is scared.
Yeah, right? I would be. Forrest, your turn. What do you want to do?
She notices that he actually had he gets a hit in on Gotho. She whips out her rapier and goes, "How dare you!" and charges forward and attempts to just poke the fuck out of this guy.
Okay. All right. What weapon was that with?
The rapier?
Okay, all right. Give me the attack roll on the rapier. This is on the big guy, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, as it hits, and as you're attacking, you see like Ramus run out into the clearing to go and try to just boldly take on the ranger. You deal 5 damage as just through his chest.
Offered you a potato.
As you pull it out, you see the blood slick, and as he kind of has to like catch himself, doubled over, keeled over, and looking already after these few hits like he's just winded completely and has nowhere left to go, or nothing else left in him. Does that end your turn?
Can I also? I don't know if I can use my extra. Can I use Cure Wounds by any chance?
Is it a bonus action or an action?
It's a prepared spell.
Does it say action or?
That's gonna be an action.
It's definitely an action.
It's probably 100% it's an
definitely
action. Yeah.
I think it would be an action.
Yeah. It should tell on. Let me see.
Do we know who these guys are? Like, that's what I'm.
They are dressed like guards of the city, but
Okay.
quite clearly
Yep.
not.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Cure Wounds is an action, so I'll be 100% sure.
Yeah, it's an action.
One action.
It
Yep.
is. I just looked at it.
Yep.
Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, that ends my turn.
That is your turn. All right, bringing it to Jody Monet. Jody. What do you want to do?
You bastards! I whip out my long sword and I just leap forward on the ranger who put a quarrel into until what's his name?
Okay. He's about like 35 to. No, what's your speed? He's about 35 feet away.
30.
Okay. Yeah, you
Can
can
I get up
within.
alongside him?
Hmm?
I can. All right.
You
So
you can get up alongside him. I'd say you'd be in his space if you traveled 30 feet. Give me the attack roll.
all right, here we go.
All right, it hits. No, it's
All
a
right,
miss.
I just go for a massive two-hand over the
Okay.
shoulder, just as hard
All right.
as I possibly can at this guy.
Give me as you bring it down,
You bastard!
right into his shoulder, as you just see the blade just sink down, hitting bone. You can feel it reverberate through the sword. Blood just now spilling all over him as he reels back. He takes himself off the blade, sliding it back. As you deal 8 damage.
Shit.
And that brings it back up to his turn. He's going to move 20 feet back, which actually you get an attack of opportunity.
I will take it like a man.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah.
He tries to leap away, and
give
I
me the
just
damage
lash out at his
he
legs.
instinctively just jumps away, and you again just bring it down again to the side, cutting into his hip as he and jumps back, readying the crossbow. Barely hold it. He's going to roll and try and shoot you. Okay. What's your AC? It's yeah. Never
18.
mind. This doesn't hit. This doesn't hit as the bolt just flies off and just skids across your armor, off the shoulder. And he just as he tries to quickly load another one.
You'd have to do better than that, my fine fellow.
He's looking visibly weak. Like you can see him shaking. He can barely even load the bolt in the crossbow. And that brings it to the big guy with the long sword. He's going to go and take a swing at you, Elspeth. It misses as he just infuriated brings his sword and just right into a tree. Just gets stuck in the tree, trying to pull it out, and loses his grip, and it's just taken from his grip. And he's just going
Thor
to
just laughs at him.
Yeah, he's
Still
gonna
trying to branch out.
You had to do it.
You had to.
He dies, you die, everyone dies. He leaps back, just frustrated with the longsword, and pulls out a short sword from its sheath by his side. And oh shit, that is an attack of opportunity for the both of you.
Yes,
You were waiting too, weren't you? You were like, oh. Okay.
I knew it was coming. Here we go again.
Oh my god. This
right.
guy's having a bad day.
They're both having bad days. As you.
Holy shit!
Oh my
Get
god.
right
As you go through, you bring down the quarterstaff, whack across the face again, and you bring the rapier right through the heart, and you see him as he just falls back off of your rapier and just falls onto Kane across his legs, dead. You see his eyes immediately close, bleeding all over Kane and all over the earth as the blood starts to stain it. It's your turn, Gotho. What do you want to do?
So the only other hostile is
ranger. Yeah,
the crossbowman, right? How far away from me is he?
He's about 20 feet. No, no,
50.
sorry, he's 30 feet actually.
Okay. That's close enough to run up and attack him, right?
Yeah, what's your speed? Isn't it 35?
No, it's just 30
Yeah,
until I
you're
get.
fine. Yeah, you can get right up into him. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna walk over and aim for the knees.
Just walk over and steamroll him. No worries.
Just
Gonna walk into him.
Gotho just charges at this guy,
Okay.
and it's odd because his lumbering oafish clumsiness is absent, and he's actually sprinting like a very well-trained soldier at this point.
Okay. You guys see a noticeable change as well.
His behavior is far different when he's fighting someone, and he spins around and tries to clip the guy in the knees with his club,
Okay.
or his staff rather,
Okay.
and fails miserably.
Just you do the spin and you bring it down, but it's right in between his legs as he just quickly jumps back a small step.
Shocking.
You going with the
He's despite the miss, he's gonna step forward and try to do a spinning back fist to this guy's chin. There we go.
All right. The spinning back fist. Give me the damage roll.
Falcon punch!
Yeah, as you immediately drop the quarterstaff and just spin, catching him by the jaw, and he just flies a good 5 feet. You can see like the teeth flying, blood, and
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
you do not get an attack of opportunity. You can't even react, right? He pushes past you, does the attack, the second attack, and the guy goes flying. And you guys, congrats, you guys have won the fight. As they now both lay dead, pretty much opposite ends right now.
How is the captain looking? The captain of the guard, the one that took the arrow.
Do you want to run over and see?
Absolutely.
All right, you guys run
Well,
over.
actually, I want to search the body of the guy that like I'm standing over before
Okay.
I go back to the clearing.
Yeah, you.
Because four is still back there.
While you're searching the body,
Yeah.
Gotho looks down and says, "I gave him a hand."
Jesus fucking Christ.
That was good,
As
Gotho.
you
That was
guys
about a solid 7 out of 10.
you guys search the body and you run over and you hear father as
Fora immediately bolts for him. Can she cast Cure Wounds on Kane?
yeah you run up, give me a roll of Cure Wounds.
Okay. She kind of like kneels down by him,
Mm-hmm.
puts her hand on his chest, and actually, I don't think I have Cure Wounds in my
You should have it in your spellbook.
And says, no.
Don't ever tell
Do
the
I have it in
DM
my
that.
spellbook?
You should, yeah. So if you go, no, hold on. Let me look at your Roll20 page.
I don't know if it's there. or not.
Character sheet, tributes, and fuck are your spells. Oh no, we actually didn't. Oh well, did you know components VSM? Give me 3 seconds. I'll add it to your sheet right there. There you go. Should be on your sheet now.
Awesome. All right. She puts a hand on his chest and just kind of cries out, "Cure Wounds!"
Did you hear that?
Gotho heard
See
it.
birds off in the forest. They fly up. Yeah, as you put your hand on it, and you just, as you do you want to like, do you give the, is that your, like your vocal reverberations, your bardic abilities? Your
Hell
bardic
yeah,
magic?
dude!
Yeah. All right. As you guys just see and you hear her, different than you've ever heard her before. The man's wound slowly closes in front of you, and they just shut. The blood dries immediately. The hole's still left in his chest, and the bolts just kind of seems to pop out of its own. He just thank you.
Heroes never die.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I hate myself already.
What did I come back to?
As you see him slowly stand up against the tree, just breathing heavily. Where's Ramus? As roll me a dexterity check really quick, Joe Day.
Yep.
Okay, you feel a sudden heat. And roll me a perspective check or perception. Yeah, perspective. Reflect on life. Perception.
Yeah, reflect on life and all the mistakes you've made. Just briefly, just real quick. No perception.
Yeah.
Oh fuck me. All right.
You have no idea as you're blindsided by a wave of heat, knocking you off, dealing 4 damage to you as you fly 10 feet away into the field, and suddenly the heat's gone, and you see Kane. You both are staring at Kane. You see his eyes wide as he sinks to his knees, and you turn around, and the general area of where Ramus was standing, ash, blue, trickling flame. You can't see it yet, Jode, as you're still recovering, bringing yourself up. The entire area in like a 5-10 foot radius scorched. A near explosion sound just a moment before. And roll me a perception check for her. Actually, both of you, the two of you. Okay.
Gotho's was walking back and carrying the dead archer with him. Would I be at an angle where I can see what happened?
Oh, you were carrying the archer? Jode was looting the archer.
The same one he already searched.
Yeah.
Gotho picked up the body and was bringing it with him.
Okay, yeah. So I'd say like you're nearby. You both, hearing the explosion, the thunderous boom. You spin around. You, Gotho, you see about 150 meters out. As you all now hear the screams, and you hear thunderous crashes. You see a figure that you can't make it out. But as you look, you see an arm flail, wave the right, then the left, and just massive, engulfing balls of flame just from the fingertips, launching in a lobbed arc as they on the city walls. As they blow open a wall, and you see soldiers marching from the trees, now in a calm and steady pace. You hear cackling, maniacal laughter. You see the same flames, and you, Jode, as you stand up, you see the flame as well now. Immediately feeling that burning and that sinking in your stomach. Looking where Ramus was, you know exactly what hit you, what launched you off your feet. And Kane immediately says, "The city! Come! You guys all run. You're kind of out of earshot, Jode, but you can just kind of hear yelling, and all of you are now.
I stumble run as fast as I can back to the site.
Okay. You hear him.
In the moment, can I use my second wind to try to get hit points back from that?
I'd say sure. Give me like a quick.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna get four back.
Taking the time to like stand up, I'd say, is when you kind of righted yourself and steeled your nerves, and running back, Kate, come, follow. There's no time. As you run, coming closer to the western gates, a massive ball of fire just blows the gate wide open. You see the soldiers on top, the trebuchet that you had interacted with the night before, pieces of it flying. One giant beam of wood just crashes down in front of you, and he curses. You see the entire gate just completely on fire with blue flame, the steel, cast iron, whatever it may be, melting and dripping, the stone itself seeming to like cave in and crack under the pressure. And he just curses under his breath, "Come, there was another way!" As he runs, he carries you, takes you all rather, and you hear the screams grow louder, you hear the panic and the frenzy. A side passage down the coast, I mean, you guys are relatively close to the coast, just as an FYI, brings you through a side door in the castle wall. He immediately bursts into the room, and the guards are immediately, they're all trying to get they're scrambling, trying to get their greaves on. As you guys run through the room, and you hear, "Oh, what's going? What, Captain? What?" And he leads you a block to, you can't think, you're passing the same houses, Gotho, you see the house, but there's no time, as he just immediately, he's pushing you on, leads you to a small room, up some steps, and shoves you inside of the room and says, "Stay! Deal! They are here!" And immediately closes the door. And as you guys look around and realize you're in a room full of refugees, people that have been leaving the city, and you are immediately taken aback because you've seen refugees leaving the city. But there's a sizable force in here, almost as if they've all been crammed in. The more start to pile in. They all look scared. They all are terrified by your presence now. They immediately reel back in horror. Some cover their children's eyes. And you guys are left alone for what feels like 5-10 minutes. What do you guys want to do?
Is there only one entrance to this room that we were just put in?
There's the one entrance. There's I mean, like where you guys just came in. There's a couple of guards standing by another entrance, and they look like they're kind of rounding people up and preparing them. What looks like to leave through that entrance. Roll an intelligence check, all of you. That's a door, man. That's a door.
That's a door.
You, Fora, and you, Mittens, you guys have come across something similar when you were in Glynn. It looks like this is where they'd be funneling refugees to an escape passage. That's what you get the feeling of.
Okay. No, seriously, I catch my breath for a minute because a lot of shit just went down, a 2-minute bit of exposition.
There was no time.
Shit just happened.
He was just leading,
no
pushing
time.
you through.
So basically, we were outside the city. A bunch of fireballs came hitting down, and then the redheaded stepchild, let us in.
No. The redheaded stepchild.
He's incinerated.
I thought, there, I swapped. In my mind, I thought the other guy got incinerated. My bad. So the kid got blown the hell up. Riddance, whatever. So the captain of the guard is the one that brought us in.
That brought you into the city, yeah. And as you guys were coming through the city, you can hear now,
and he's treating us as refugees by bringing us to this place where refugees
shoved you in the room. You have no idea of his intentions. He just said, stay.
No. But I mean, with from past experience, et cetera, I believe that we're now being treated as refugees, basically.
You could assume.
I've seen what happens to refugees fleeing sieges, and it's not pretty.
The source of the fireballs outside the city, you said we were able to hear maniacal laughter. Did we get to see it all? Was this like our archmage?
You saw a figure. Forrest saw the figure as well. You saw a figure and the army slowly marching in. You just know that you saw a figure and what would look like an arm, like just wildly waving in a really just strange arc, as if like it was stuck out to his right hand side and then just flung, as if he was throwing a rock in a strange way. And as you see the figure's arms, come out, a lob of blue fire, 5-10 feet wide, would strike the city. And it was just quick succession, just one after the other. And as you're standing in this room now, you can hear...
Okay. And
shaking.
At that same moment when I was scanning with that roll, was I able to tell that this was our own army, the 9th, moving in, or was this a different force?
Yeah, they were coming from where you were.
Okay, so did I see our uniforms or anything?
Yeah, was it our army?
You wouldn't have seen that was way too far. You would just like the only way you would have seen is like what you would have seen is the forest and the figure who is like smack dab in the middle of the field. But you would have seen shapes and like a large moving mass moving towards the city.
All right, so Gotho's gonna turn to Jode, and he's still carrying that dead archer, by the way.
Oh my god! I really want to go over that guy's body too. That's just a weird thing.
Gotho looks at Jode and says, "Wizard could not wait to free city that is not captive."
Well, we're captive now, my friend, and I say we get the hell out of here before we become so many lambs to the slaughter.
And I look around at all these people that are just...
As you say that, they all... And then another, as they all like shrink back down. You're catching your breath?
She's catching her breath, and she's just kind of like, she's sort of like going into like a weird meditation mode, and then she just starts like humming and singing. Just.
Okay.
All right, Four has lost it. Gotho, listen. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here before these people become... I lower my voice. These people are probably going to die. We can't be here when that happens. We need to get out soon. Now.
Who's guarding?
Is there a guard physically obstructing us from opening the door?
Exactly.
No, but there's like two there just kind of standing there, and there are other guards kind of like rushing around the rooms. They're like helping people up, and like it's the progress is undone as each time the city shakes and rumbles, they all immediately crouch back down. Even the guards themselves are. You see just fear everywhere you look. That's all in their eyes.
Gotho walks up to either of the guards that are in front of the door that we came in, and he takes the body of the archer that he's still carrying and just kind of unloads it towards the guy, like hopefully forcing him to catch it. He says, "This guy needs help," and just pushes it onto him.
Oh, what? One of ours. Yes. And medic, and he just kind of like carrying, like, kind of weighed down by it. Rushes off and immediately goes.
And then Gotho attempts to open the door once the guy moves out of the way.
As there's the second one, just big friend. No, right now. No, wait. Kane will be back.
You don't want to stop him, friend.
I try to intimidate the other guy. I'm right there, right next to Gotho, right?
Okay. Give me. Well, I mean, he's kind of in front of you now, but give me an intimidation check.
Damn it.
Yes,
You don't want to get in his way.
He looks up. Yes, but Kane will be back any moment.
Kane will understand.
Gotho is like joining in on the the intimidation or conversation and says, "Do I look like I should hide in here or be out there fighting?"
I don't know, friend. As suddenly the door just and you see Kane immediately. You four, as you're humming, you two. You just hear it crash open. Do you guys turn around as it happens?
Is the door right in front of me?
No. This is the back door. Like you. This is not the door. Yeah.
Okay.
The other door. The door that you came through.
Yeah.
The door that you came through smashes open. People rushing in. Kane follows up behind them. You see him leaning on the wall, the door frame. His left arm. Looking at the right arm. There is no right arm. Parts of his face, his right hand side as well, just almost not like cleaved off, but there is like a part where his ear would be in the side of his face.
Fora rushes over to see him, and she just like immediately like takes him like and lets him rest on her.
Yeah, before like, you go rushing towards him, you take him in your arms, and he looks at you and there, run, save the free cities. And that's where we're gonna stop the session.